Hey YouTube, it's LV Ninja 7, normally your resident Mistweaver monk, but today I have a more general knowledge video for WoW. So what we're going to be talking about today is, I think, very timely. It matters right now, and if you're leveling an alt or gearing an alt, I would stop what you're doing and listen to this advice. So here I am on my 231 Paladin. I just got it level 60 recently, and what I would normally tell you guys to do is to just push your key up to as high as you can go, and see if you can get to plus 15 as quick as possible. But now, since the Valor removal, the Valor cap removal, there is more of a nuance to it. For most people, Valor cap removal just means more Valor in a week. You don't think much about it, but it's kind of unlocks some different ways to level, and let me explain what I'm talking about. So as you see, I currently have a plus 7 Spires of Ascension key. Now I could run it at plus 7 and then hope to plus 2 it and then get a plus 9 and then try to level it up that way so that I start getting like higher than, 240 item level gear. But that's not the most efficient way to gear an alt. My advice to you guys would be this. Instead of listing this as a plus 7, what I'm going to do is I'm going to list it as a plus 4. Basically, I've done a plus 3. I want to list it one above that. And we're slowly going to inch up our keys. So if I got a Plague Fall, I would list it as a plus 3. If I got Sanguine Depths, Halls of Doom, I got both those wrong. Plus 3. Sanguine Depths, I listed at a plus 5 once I got it. I would break the key down to one above the level I've gotten and run it like that. The reason being is, as you know, we get, I think it's 135 Valor every time that we complete a key. But we get bonus Valor if it gives anyone in the party IO, extra IO. If this number grows from that key, you get bonus Valor. And it equals 200 Valor in total from that key. So what we're accomplishing in doing this is, instead of getting up to that max and getting like 250 item level on average gear from every key that we do, we're still gonna get like 240, 230-ish, but by the time that we've inched our way up to plus 15, and we don't have to inch all the way to plus 15, this is just a good way to get through those early levels, and kind of get rid of this green gear that we get from Zereth Mortis. But by the time that we get to that point, we're going to have so much more Valor than we would have otherwise. So you could take the short-term route and just burst your way to plus 15s. And by the time that you get there, you'll have, higher item level gear, but you won't be able to upgrade it as much. You'll probably have done less keys, and you probably won't be able to get into a plus 15 unless it's your key. And especially if you're healing, you cannot heal a plus 15 if you're under, if you just can, if the damage outscales your healing. But if you take this route, this more strategic and slower route, then you will get to plus 15s, and you will have a lot more Valor. It adds up a ton. As you see, I've run a couple of them, and I have enough to upgrade like 2 or 3 pieces to 272 once I get them from plus 15. Now, what I plan on doing is I plan on doing this for a little bit longer until it stops making sense. I'm thinking it'll stop making sense once I get like a couple of them at like plus 8, once I fill out these ones on the right. And then at that point, I'll have a nice cache, a nice stockpile of Valor, and I can start pushing my key to a plus 15 and then take that route. So kind of like hybrid. And then once I get that 215 or the plus 15 gear, then I'll have plenty of Valor to cap it out, and it'll, in the long run, it'll shorten the amount of time that you have to grind a character. Plus these plus 2s and plus 3s, all the way up to like this week, plus 5 is just annoying because Sanguine, but normally these low level keys are all the same. They're all plus 2s if you think about it. They're just so easy, despite having a low item level, especially if you've played a character before. But this is also my advice for just leveling your first character if you are currently a new player. But yeah, I would definitely do this while we have the system of uncapped Valor per week in play. And I guess one piece of advice is if you do want to push one key up to like a plus 15, either just get a guildie to run a 15 with you to get it in your vault, or I guess just, I mean, grind out early in the week, and then once it gets to like Sunday or Monday night, then you can start to push up your key. But yeah, that's just my advice. It's going to be very nice and come in way handy. I did this with my shaman, and I got to that max level. I grinded my BIS pieces like Soul Eating Ruby and like Unbound Changeling, and then the weapons, like all that stuff. And then I had all the Valor in the world to upgrade it. So hopefully you guys learned something, and I highly encourage leveling alts right now. It's very easy to level, very quick to level, and especially once you get to Shadowlands, they have implemented a lot of good systems, including this Valor system. So I highly recommend it, and I highly recommend you try out Mistweaver if you haven't already, if you're coming to this channel as like a Death Knight or something. And check out my other videos. If you do so, make a lot of Mistweaver content and a lot of other general healing content. But yeah, go ahead and hit subscribe for that. Now, we're very close to 1,000 subscribers, which is my next threshold. If you look at it now, it says like 550, so you're probably like, that's not close at all. But for you guys, it's just a click away. So just hit subscribe, smash like button, and let me know down in the comments if you plan on doing this yourself, or what you want to see next. And I will see you guys next time.